Hello and welcome to another episode of Stacking Triggers, the fantastic podcast about Magic and Magic adjacent card games. Dan, how are you doing?
Fine. Just fine.
Just fine?
Yeah.
You're existing? That's fantastic. I'm fine and existing as well. We've got light agenda today. We've got the Fortnight Magic as always. We have building 48 card modern legal deck. Then we have Premier Play updates. So Dan, let's just kind of jump into our Fortnite Magic and kind of roll from there.
Okay. You want to start? Do I want to start?
I can start.
Okay.
Yep, I've only played 2 weeks or 2 events in the past week. It's just been the regular modern on Thursdays now instead of Wednesdays. It got moved. We have not seen an increase in playership since it moved.
Oh, good.
Oh, great. Yes. But I played week 1 the Sultai Shadow deck. Just I got crushed. I was 0-3 by the end of the night, and just it was an off day. It was a long day at work. Just wasn't feeling it. It happens. Yeah. But then you turned me on for the next week to the mono red Inti food list.
Yes.
And that was fun. That was I went 2-1 for second place. And lost to Gorios, but beat out Wizards.
You're not beating that deck.
Yeah. Well, I was close. I took a game off of them. Yeah. They have a lot of board wipes.
What? What?
He was running board wipe. He was on a different list than the stock list from a week or two ago. It was more of a control shell.
Then don't play Gorios. Don't what?
Huh?
I hate your locals so much. It's just like it doesn't make any sense. It's just like, hey, I think this is good. And no, it's not. Oh, okay, I won with it. Okay, well, confirmation bias, I guess, says your deck's good, but it's not. It's fucking garbage.
I don't know. He beat me, so that's what
again,
happened.
Confirmation bias. Hey, he beat me, therefore the list is good. No.
He also did not get second place either though. So yeah, I beat the Wizards matchup. I did not beat Gorios, and then I beat another Inti deck, but it was a Jund Inti deck. That was running Tarmogoyf and Teething Wormlet.
Your locals just likes to lose.
The one dude who was playing that, like, I beat him, but he's a player that's like won, like, he gets first like every week.
Sure.
He got it this week just based off of breakers, but
sure.
Still, I don't know. He plays just really random stuff. Like, what was it last week? He was playing Hollowed One, Vengevine, discard.
That sounds just like Dredge. You just play Dredge.
He might be playing Dredge. I don't know. There was Burning Inquiry in there to make me discard my hand as well.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't remember what that's called, but that's like a hollow. Like you play Burning Inquiry and Hollow One. Like that's a combo.
Yeah. Well, he was able to run me over pretty quickly with that deck.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. My locals does not play the standard meta of modern. They just play what they want to play, which right now we don't have enough people to force any issues. So I can't.
Right.
Really,
that's the problem. Yeah. Is like when you have locals this small, and unless somebody's playing like unless you guys are playing like all the tier 1 decks, like if there's not Amulet, Yogg, Titan, Gorios, like Gorios right. being the only like person who actually plays a deck that's real. Like you're just gonna get like these random fuck decks that don't do anything.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely fun just as a get me out of the house kind of a thing.
Sure.
But it will in no way prepare me for anything, any competitive scene.
Oh no, that's not true.
Yeah.
It'll prepare you for the O2 tables.
Oh no. Oh, I shall rise up like a phoenix from the ashes.
A fucking phoenix that will fucking destroy all swords.
Yes.
You don't know what that's from.
Cautionary
Tales of Swords. It's a fucking Channel 101 thing that me, Caleb, and Nick all fucking quote like constantly.
You guys quote it constantly, and I've never just sat and watched the entire.
I made a playlist on YouTube of all the videos in order. You should watch it. It will take you about an hour.
I have to be in the right mental state. Right now, I'm not.
Just get high.
Just get high. I can't.
I don't need to get high to enjoy this shit. I just enjoy stupid stuff.
Anyways, tomorrow though, for Fortnite Magic is my local store's RCQ. It's interesting because as of Thursday, it was only me and the Gorios guy saying that we would be there, but the Gorios guy already got an invite. So
yeah, he can't play.
We're
not at that part yet.
Yeah, he can't play. He can't crush my soul and dreams. So I don't know who all's going to be there. It's been said multiple people have already shown interest. So
showing interest and signing up are two different things.
Yeah, he didn't say sign. He's not having any early signups that I can tell. Yeah, I hate places that don't do early signups. This is also his first RCQ ever. Like, I had to really push him to even try to get this.
I'll tell you this, after Sunday, he's not gonna fucking do he's not gonna do a Pioneer RCQ. I can promise you that.
Probably not. Yeah, because like he's putting a duel up as long as there's 8 or more people. He said a bunch of other small prizes besides like the Wizard supported promos and shit.
That seems to be a thing in the Pittsburgh area is, hey, let's offer duels for people to come to RCQs. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I mean, sure, if you like losing money.
There's a store that does Legacy every Friday and offers a duel as a prize.
How?
I don't know, man. Like it's always something like a Taiga or like a shitty one that doesn't go into any top tier decks. Except for maybe the Boros Stompy deck, but yeah, they do Legacy every Friday with a duel as the prize. None of the blue ones, which is what people want.
That's what they all say. No blue ones. Can't
no
have you
play
with Scaminator.
I don't know. I pushed on the guy Friday or Thursday at Magic, being like, "Hey, you should really be a killer store and offer a blue duel."
No. If you win, give me that Bayou.
No, I want that Bayou.
No, but I need it for Karth. The deck I haven't played in months.
I haven't played Commander in so long, and I feel okay about it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's been fine. I'm actually like really happy that like I just kind of get to like sit and jam on Arena or MTGO. Yeah.
I don't know. I miss trying to... The problem is I miss digging to Professor Onyx and Chain of Smog and trying to infinite combo with that.
I have a deck that does that too.
Mm. With the Bloom Apprentice, same thing. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, that's my Fortnite Magic with a little bit of future Magic. How's your Fortnite been, Daniel?
Terrible. So I played in 2 events as well. One was Wednesday Magic. Modern, I played Murktide. I played against Grixis Death Shadow. Lost in about 15 minutes and just went, I'm done. Like, I'm just not playing this fucking event anymore. Like, I'm just begging people to play decks that are real. Just any real deck. Like, I'm sure I'm sure the one Grixis Death Shadow person is gonna. I'll play that deck. It's a real deck. I promise. No, it's not a real
deck, Dan. Listen, it's on the boards.
Nobody actually plays that fucking deck. I'm sorry, nobody does. Good for you if you play it. I don't care. Your opinion is not valid here. So I'm just like, this person plays Grixis Death Shadow. I'm like, cool. I'm done. I just please people, please play decks that actually fucking matter. Because like I'm so bored by playing decks that don't fucking matter. Like, please level up as a store.
Yeah. Like, what's unfortunate is like the people that come to my event, like 3 of them are roommates that all live together. And so it's like they're like, because they all live together, it's like, okay, I can tell your finances are kind of tight.
Yeah.
So it's like, I get it. But like we even like let the one guy proxy his Urza sagas because he didn't know like it's the Wednesday night or the Thursday night, whatever. So it's like,
right.
We're gonna, we just want to fire. We don't care.
So this Wednesday, or the most recent Wednesday, I go play the Inti Asmo list and play against Yogg in round 1, which is a real deck. Like, when I get seeded into the people who play real decks, I get I actually get happy and want to play. Like, oh, I'm playing Yawgmoth. Cool. I actually am excited about this matchup. I'm going to play it. I lost 2-1. It was close. The problem is like, all my shit just got answered. Like, anytime I had Saga, it got answered by Beseju or Haywire Might, and I was like, well, there goes that value engine. And like, I think I saw Inti once in that entire match, and it was game 1, the game that I won. So like, boy, I wonder what the best card in the list is. Also,
we need more Inti effects.
We do, but also, boy, you know what's the worst interaction of all time? It's
trying to kill Yogg.
What?
Trying to kill Yogg?
No, it's when you have Asmo on the field with 2 foods and Yogg. Because guess what you can't do? Kill Yogg.
Target.
No, you're allowed to target.
Oh, it's just...
It can't deal damage to itself. Yawgmoth has protection from humans. Yawgmoth is a human.
Oh.
So Yawgmoth cannot harm Yawgmoth.
Isn't Asmo a human too?
Yep. But that's not the part of the interaction that... I'm fairly sure that's not the part of the interaction.
Protection from X means they can't, like, it cannot even target.
Okay, I don't give a shit. Whatever.
Sorry.
Like, it's just funnier if I can't fucking have it like deal 6 damage to itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there was that, and then I got Tron'd in round 2, and that wasn't even close. Like, they just got Tron on turn 3 each game, and it's just like, man, I'm just so fucking sick of Tron. Like, it just doesn't feel like a real deck. Like, how do they always have Tron? They have 18 fucking lands, and they always get it. Always.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Turn 3,
except
on the play, on the draw, has it.
Except when I play. Then I don't get it.
Yeah. And it's just like, okay, well, whatever. Yeah, turns out artifact-based deck, bad against Tron. Although at one point, we were up to life totals of, like, 41 to 35. It was like a commander game.
41 to 35.
Yeah, because I kept eating foods and all that kind of stuff, and it was fun.
The one Inti game I played, like where I was playing the Jund Inti, I had gained something like 60 life, and he was still able to get through me. Just because his Goyfs got big enough, like that I couldn't, like I had no way to answer the Goyfs. It was like game 1.
Sure. I mean, with Asmo, you should be able to just like create enough foods and get there.
No, because he kept removing Asmo somehow.
Right, well, then don't be bad and don't have your Asmos removed.
That's fine. That's a good point. I should just learn to not be bad.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna fucking play this week. I'm just. I hate the fucking roulette wheel that I have to go into when I go into Modern Night. Like, am I going to play somebody who's playing a deck that's a real deck? Am I going to play somebody who's like, I don't want to fucking play the Martyr player. Like, yeah, that's a real deck to a degree, but like also, man, that's like so stupid. What a stupid fucking.
It's a terrible play pattern to go against.
Terrible, legitimately awful. Like I don't understand how a single person has any fun playing that deck. It's
Also,
just dreadful to witness.
It's down there.
I don't want the fucking Golgari scam guy. I don't want Grixis Death Shadow guy. I don't want fucking Halimar Depths combo or whatever. I don't want your fucking homebrew. I want decks that fucking matter. Like, please, people, I'm begging you to just play decks that matter. That's it.
I wonder how you can even do that. Like, because you can't control what locals are bringing in. Yeah, so it's like, if you want to play that, like, I guess your options are like, your only option is like really MTGO.
Yes.
Right. You can't just play it unless there's somewhere locally that's just like doing like just modern tournaments regularly.
And no one is.
Right. Because there's no incentive to.
No, there's not. So like RCQs would be like the next best thing, and RCQs don't happen until fucking like the fall.
Yeah. Modern RCQs.
That's what I mean. That's the way, like that was kind of implied, Bill.
Listen, I'm just clarifying for people like me who don't pay attention.
If you didn't understand that, don't listen to the show. You're not intelligent enough to listen to really anything. Not even just this show, just anything.
Listen,
like,
I'll help
go read
you
a book.
I'll help you out. I'll give you the cliff notes so you know what Dan's talking about.
So yeah, part of it's probably just paper play because paper play is so fucking expensive. But it's just like, guys,
yeah.
If you can't just build a real deck, just don't play. You know, let's just play with 3 people. I don't care.
That's the thing. Like, I understand like that it is expensive, but you should at least if you're going to be a modern player, and that's what you want to play, and that's the only thing you want to play, you should build at least the shell of a tier 1 deck.
Not even tier 1. Like you could play like a tier 3 deck. Like, these fucking decks are like tier 97.
Grixis Shadow though, bud.
Grixis Shadow's like tier 5.
Yeah, that's pretty like decent deck, I feel.
Deck sucks. Deck sucks a lot. It's a 3-color deck.
Yeah,
it's a 3-color deck that doesn't play Leyline of the Guild Pack, Scion of Draco, and Leyline Binding. Like, it sucks.
Yeah.
Like, if you're playing a 3-color deck and you're not playing those 4 card or that 12-card package, don't even play the game. Don't even play. Don't even play. Speaking of which, let's talk about it.
Oh,
yeah, I was segueing,
yes.
idiot.
Yeah. The segue to the 48-card legal decks in Modern. Yeah. So recently on Twitter, and I don't know if this is just like hyperbole, and it could be just echo chambers, just exasperating things. But the 48 cards with the Guild Pack Special package just seems to be running rampant. Right. Like, and when we say Guild Pack Special, we're meaning Leyline of the Guild Pack, which turns all your permanents into 5 colors, and you get all your lands are every basic land type. Scion of the whatever that gets cheap. Scion of Draco, which gets cheaper by 2, so you can cast it turn 2 per land type you control. And Leyline Binding, right? Like this package is showing up in a lot of stupid stuff, at least on Twitter. Dan, I think I linked you earlier today. Doomwake had a Tron list running the package and was doing actually fairly well in the challenge today.
Yeah. That's why I never want to see Doomwake complain about Modern ever again. Doomwake is a perpetual Modern hater, and then he comes in and does this shit. Like, shut the fuck up. Never complain about Modern again. You're not allowed. You're not allowed.
Not allowed. Yeah. Yeah. Like, it's almost like they should have probably preemptively banned this when they also banned the Cascade effects.
I mean, I don't think they foresaw this problem. Like, it going into like Rhinos, because like at least that was like, oh well, this is just like a different shell. Like you have the Rhino shell, and you go Leyline of the Guild Pack and Scion of Draco instead of other cards that matter.
Yeah. I mean, it was an alternate win con also, right? Like, say they were able to answer all your rhinos. They're going to have a hard time answering that Draco.
Yeah. But, like, man, like, deck building is it just seems so boring right now. Like, oh, check out my cool new brew. It has these 12 cards that you've seen in every deck and then 48 random assorted cards. Look at, it's so good.
It's so good.
This is like,
I'm
no,
wondering,
it's
not. I would love to see some metrics on like the play of Guild Pack, Scion, and Binding post ban, and like because I'm wondering if the stuff on Twitter is just like people hate and being like you banned the wrong thing or something. Like I don't know. Like again, this feels like a lot of echo chamber stuff, but there's probably some truth to it.
Oh yeah. Trying to see.
I think MTG Goldfish has
they just have lists. They don't actually have like
no at the bottom
because you can do cards by format.
At the bottom they have oh wait, where is it? They have a section called cards, recently added cards or something.
I don't know. I'm looking here. It's like the 26th most played card. It's in 13% of decks.
That's actually kind of high.
Pick Your Poison is second currently because of these fucking decks.
To answer the Guild Pack, yeah.
Yeah, which tells you a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm it could be echo chambery, as you said multiple times. But the fact is that like people bitch about Commander and they're like, oh, it's a 97 card form, like it's a 97 card deck building thing because you just start with Arcane Signet and Soul Ring. And it's like Modern seems like a 48 card deck building puzzle because you just start with Scion of Draco, Leyline Guild Pact, and Leyline Binding, and then go from there.
Yeah. Yeah, really just if you could find any also other domain synergy, like you're golden, but like you could probably
I've seen Kavu. People splash Kavu.
The territorial Kavu?
Yes. The thing that cares about domain.
Yeah. Like you could probably build a Guild Pack Leyline Binding Draco burn deck and just be running the rest of the burn package plus the tribal flames.
That sounds awful.
And that would probably work.
I mean, sure. That sounds awful. That sounds like dreadful. And I'm sure somebody, because like we have fucking Leyline Tron, and it's just like, I hate you people.
Leyline Tron.
Yes. You want to complain about Modern and then continue to exacerbate the problem. If you guys want Leyline of the Guild Pack banned, just say that. Don't go on to don't go make this fucking these garbage brews that are like, oh, let's just get this card banned. No, fucking say you want it banned. Say it. Because guess what? According to other people, all Wizards does is listen to people who bitch on Twitter. And that's not true.
What people say. Yeah.
That's not true at all. Again, Violent Outburst was unfair. And people were like, hey, Violent Outburst wasn't unfair. It kept my favorite deck in at the top of the format. Oh, fuck off.
Yeah. Actually, I'm even seeing like recent top lists from the challenge here, and I'm not seeing Leyline. I think it is literally just
so the Modern Showcase qualifier, third place was Domain Murktide. Domain Murktide. Domain Murktide.
Where the Showcase qualifier? When did that happen?
Today.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. There must have been a couple of them.
Yep, there were 2 Domain Murktides in the top 10. Then there's a Domain Zoo, Domain Murktide. I didn't even look to see like.
I'm thinking there must have been 2 qualifiers.
I don't know. But like the point is like Murktide should not fucking run this package. And it's running this package. And it makes me so mad. So incredibly mad.
Listen, you just jelly because you don't have those cards.
I don't want those cards. I maintain that card should have been banned. Well, that's not true. I don't think I felt like it should have been on a fucking watch list. And Wizards should have been like, hey, this is on a watch list.
Yeah, they said they will never announce that. They don't want people
Which again is stupid.
Yeah.
Tell people how you feel about your formats.
Yeah. Yeah, they said they're never going to do that because they don't want people to not play a card.
Good. Well, actually, you know what? Bad. I want people to stop playing this fucking Leyline card. I'm so sick of this package. I'm so sick of Brewers being like, I broke this. No, you didn't. You just played 48 cards. You played 48 cards, 22 of which are probably lands. So you played like 26 cards that kind of go with this package.
You know what I'm going to record after this, Dan?
Like
I'm gonna record do a Leyline burn deck with this.
I'm sure it'll 5-0 for no fucking reason because
yeah, and then I'll do big clickbaity graphic and say, look at me breaking Modern. I'm sorry. I agree. It is really dumb and not healthy.
Yeah, and paper metas generally are slower to adapt because of card prices. But online metagames, though the online metagame is generally much more quicker to adapt
Faster.
to these kind of things. Which is why you see pretty much only Magic the Gathering Online deck lists for this shit.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's a safer place too because you can rent the cards, right? You don't actually have to make the investment.
Does anybody even play Leyline of the Guild Pact in paper or like in Pioneer?
I think there was a paper list, mono green.
Oh, the Devotion deck, yeah.
Devotion, yeah. I think a mono green Devotion deck runs it now. Which actually I think is good. I think that's okay because like the main engine of the deck is gone.
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
Also, I don't see that deck on the metagame list, and that's something. That's something. Let's see.
Wow. Boros aggro fell quite a bit.
Yeah, because aggro's easy to answer with black and red being the top two decks in the format.
Yeah.
I'm looking. Leyline of the Guild Pack is not in the top 50 cards of Pioneer. Is it in the top 50 spells of Pioneer? It does not look like it. Yeah, so it's not a Pioneer card. It's strictly a Modern card, which should tell you a lot.
Yeah. Tells you that Modern's really popular.
No. Tells me that card's broken.
Or that.
That card, like, the fact that you can just, like, start with that card, there's no downside. It just immediately goes into play. I mean, you're like, it doesn't do anything outside of, like, turns your lands into stuff, but, like, if you have that, like, I brought it up to you. If you have 2 fetch lands, and you have, like, 3 Leyline of the Guild Packs, Ephemerate, Grief, and Solitude, 2 fetch lands, 3... That is the correct amount of cards. No, that's one more card than I... You have fucking 3 Leylines, an Ephemerate, a Grief or Solitude, and 2 lands. You can just go, okay, land, okay, put 2 Leyline of the Guild Packs on the battlefield, evoke whatever, Ephemerate it, and then, I drawn a turn 2 Scion. It's like, well, what the fuck do you even do? What the fuck even happens now?
You just lose.
Like,
yeah.
Can we?
And they like Tron, just always seem to have the Scion.
It's fine. It's whatever.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
I don't know. I'm just complaining at this point, which is standard Magic the Gathering fare. But like,
Ooh.
do something about this. Fix this.
Yeah, sorry. Just looking at Pioneer breakdowns right now. I think Rakdos Vampire is about to get a ban hand.
That's fine.
They're at 22% of the meta share.
We'll find out in paper. Because like Vein Rippers $80, Sorin $180.
Vein Rippers? Vein Rippers at $80
into 8 cards.
Dan, I have a Vein Ripper. I have a Vein Ripper I'm probably not going to be using.
Yeah, you should be selling that Vein Ripper. Meanwhile, me staring at this Phoenix list being like, yes, all of these cards that I already have.
There's a Teamer Phoenix list. What?
No, is it playing Pick Your Poison as a potential out to Vein Ripper? Because Vein Ripper has flying, I believe.
That would probably be a good clue. I only see like 2 in this list. Questing Druid.
What? Why? Why are you playing Questing Druid?
The only thing I can think of is because every dig spell, every removal spell is out of green, so it's just going to grow.
No, don't play Questing Druid.
It's like the same idea between the old Teamer Murktide list.
No.
Before Pick Your Poison was a thing.
No, that's bad. Yeah. No, it's bad in Murktide. Yeah. I'm sorry, it just is. It's not good.
I know. No, I agree with you.
Don't play this. Don't play this list. Ignore this list. If you play Teamer anything, fucking play Teamer Prowess. That's it. Questing Druid goes great in Teamer Prowess.
Yes.
It lets you play Giant Gross. You can play Giant Gross on shit now.
Yay. Anyways. Yeah. So with that though, Modern seems like it's getting into a stale state. I hope they fix it before the Modern RCQ season.
Well, Modern Horizons 3 is coming out, so that'll fix everything.
Will it?
It'll fix it and then break it.
It'll fix it by adding a new break. Because exiling things is going to be important. Exiling cards. Anyways, with that though, they have one ban cycle and then the MH3.
Yep.
Before that, yeah, I think they have one ban cycle left. Hopefully they get it right. But let's move on to Premier Play updates. We had a little bit of news this week around Premier Play. Some of this stuff I don't fully get, so Dan, I'm going to be leaning on you here. But I think one of the biggest things that I took from the notes here is that they're doubling the size of the USA Regional Championship invites.
That is correct.
Yeah, so they're getting bigger, meaning from 32 to 64. Overall, it looks like every market got more. I feel bad for some of these other countries where it's very small.
Yeah. Let me do some quick math here. That's
the US 12, region definitely doubled
16.
It. Everywhere else just seemed to have incremental increases.
20, 2, 4, 6, 30, 1, 2. Yeah. All right. So Pro Tour invites from the RCs. There were 67 new slots added. The US got 32 of them. 32. And people are complaining about this, saying, boy, what about all these other regions? Why didn't they get increases in their stuff? And to that, it was said that... Where is it? I saw it. God damn it. It's Billy Knudsen who said something. No, I'm sorry. It's Huey Jensen said something. We have a weighted spreadsheet with total Magic play and total competitive play in a region and tried to make actual invites reflect that proportion as best as possible. Frankly, if we did it evenly, the U.S. would have gotten slightly more. So, layman's terms, the U.S. predominantly of all regions has the most amount of players playing competitive events.
Which makes sense because like this is the game and store's like home country, right? So like to me, I think it's going to make more sense because they're going to be able to do more marketing and stuff more easily.
It doesn't matter. It's also population, and then card availability, which is not as bad as everyone wants to say it is. But like, no, I think the big point of consternation is that Europe, Middle East, and Africa all being one region and only getting the graphic is wrong. It's actually 36 invites.
Okay.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, that's a lot of space to cover.
That's like a huge population base. Like it's and again, by their weighted if they're saying by their weighted metrics and their weighted spreadsheet and all that stuff, then like it's not like it's a popular area, but it's not the most popular area. Have you ever thought maybe just a little bit that if you have one RC for that entire area, that there are going to be people who, I don't know, can't afford to fly to that one RC, and therefore,
or it's a bad time,
or it's like there's like a litany of issues where they can't just attend the RC. Yeah. Maybe that has something to do with the competitive play part of it. Yep, a little bit.
Yeah, could be that. I know, like the ones that stick out to me too are Brazil and South America. I know their import tax on Magic cards is insane. And so their card availability is awful. Like, you want to talk about card availability and affordability here? Pauper decks there are expensive.
Yes.
Yeah. So, like, a Pauper deck here is like $50. You know, standard of living adjustments and all that jazz. Like, there it's like $250 or whatever. You know, it's a luxury item to have a Pauper deck.
These are already luxury cardboard rectangles.
That's true, but here we can get them for pennies and not die of starvation because we couldn't afford food.
I guess that's true.
Yeah. Whereas, like in Brazil and South America, I know there's a higher import tax, and it's just more expensive to
there sure is.
Buy the decks. So yeah, that's probably why they don't see a lot of competitive play, because you have to be like fucking rich to be able to afford
Brazil needs to get over the Brazilian government needs to get over itself and actually allow the world to come in. Trying to think, Japan and Korea being a region is wild, considering the history of the Japanese and Koreans. It's a little wild.
Yeah. I can see Japan though having a lot of competitions, like everything there. I think as a TCG.
Japan has excellent TOs. Excellent.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, and so like Canada's population density versus land mass is fun to kind of think about when you're looking at those numbers.
Yeah, Canada's whatever. Like I said, the big ones are the U.S. getting doubling its slots, and Europe, Middle East, and Africa, A being one region and B only getting 36 slots.
Yeah,
seems wrong. It just feels wrong, and there needs to be something done. And I know they think that that everything's fine with that, but it's just like, man, if you just made even if you just made like an African RC and Middle Eastern RC and a European RC, I'm sure those would all do well, because I'm sure like travel between African countries is way less expensive. Middle Eastern countries is way less expensive, and like the European Union already has that thing for European countries, except for the UK. Get fucked. But
Yeah,
I don't know.
I agree with you there. That should definitely be broken up a little bit. That's just insane that that they only have one RC.
Yep. And it's almost always in Europe. So you're asking Middle Easterners to fly to Europe. You're asking Africans to fly to Europe. And it's just like, I mean, if like all their Premier play, because like if all their Premier play happened in like Morocco, you know, if there are only Magic the Gathering players in like Morocco, which is like right across the Iberian Peninsula, like sure, fine, okay, that's close enough, like fine. Fucking South Africa exists.
Yeah.
And that could not be further away from Europe than it is.
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to look real quick because like on the MTGO calendar, there it is. Like the qualifiers that they run, aren't they all like really European friendly?
In what way?
Like the time that they start.
They can be.
I'm just trying to like figure out like where,
because like the Modern Challenge, I know the Modern Challenge runs at like 9 a.m. for us, and so it's like middle of the day for the Europeans. So I don't
know. Yeah. Okay. All right. I thought it was different times, like because like every time I'm trying to do it, it's like always like either super early, like 3 a.m.
No,
or like that 9 a.m. time is like what I always see.
All right, so let's see here. Other Premier Play stuff. They're not doing ranked best of 3 drafts on Arena. There's a lot of arena stuff that people had questions about.
Right, yeah.
They're not doing that. They are currently not doing separate Arena ladders by format. Though they said we know that's a thing. It's just not as easy as you think it is, which I kind of figured because the people who make the Magic Arena are stupid.
Yep. Feels like I should go in there and just run the place.
Arena Spectator mode not currently being worked on, which again goes to show that the people running Arena have no idea what they're fucking doing. Like the fact that you have to like
that's
cobble
upsetting.
together two hands being shown is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, like there should be a spectator mode, and this should be on par with MTG Arena or MTGO.
Yep, Arena. It should be on par, but it's not.
Well, actually, I don't even think there's a spectator mode for.
No, there's
MTGO.
Actually, you're right. There's not. It's the same. It's the same, but like you're telling me that a program that came out in 2018, 2019. Whenever Arena came out, you're telling me the program in 2018, 2019 couldn't have a spectator mode?
Wasn't thinking of that at all.
No one was thinking of that, but also the Magic the Gathering Online came out in like 1999 or something like that, and like it's the same fucking problem. Like you're telling me in 20 years 20 years, you didn't think, we want to grow our viewership for this game. Let's not put in a spectator mode. How's that sound? Oh, that sounds great.
That sounds fantastic.
Good job, everybody. We're proud of ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah, and so are there other ladder other questions kind of like that? Because I also want to kind of get into like the Arena qualifier stuff too.
But Arena Opens will continue to happen. They're still going to be limited, which I hate. I hate that.
Mm-hmm.
Timeless will get a qualifying weekend as soon as it calms down a little bit. Like whatever. Timeless isn't a real format. Who cares?
Nobody cares.
But that's about it.
I hope you're all triggered. I hope you're all triggered at that. Nobody cares at this format.
The Arena only formats aren't real, and I'm sorry if you think they're real, but they're not. They're just not.
Yeah, no,
they're like
I agree.
I can't play them in paper. They're not real.
The only thing that I will consider real on Arena at this point is Standard.
Yeah,
that's the only thing, because like even the Pioneer Light is not really Pioneer.
Yeah, because we're still waiting on Pioneer Horizons or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah. Just going over kind of like their qualifier weekends though for Arena. It looks like they're changing that stuff up a little bit too, trying to make it looks a little easier to qualify. Currently it's been 7 wins qualifies for day 2, and 2 losses ends your run. They're changing that now to 3 losses ends your run. Okay,
yeah,
you get to lose one more time.
Yep, that benefits people like us who are losers.
Yes. Then qualifier weekend day 2. It used to be 7 wins will qualify you for the Pro Tour and AC. Arena Championship. I was like, what the fuck is AC? 6 or fewer wins leaderboard.
I have no idea.
I don't know what that means. And then it says now they're changing it to 6 wins qualifies for the Arena Championship. So you will no longer. Does 7 wins still get you the PT?
I don't
know. Cool graphic wizards. 1 to 3 wins will invite for QWD1 qualifier weekend day 1.
Yes, the next qualifier day 1 you will qualify for automatically.
I see. I got it. Okay. And then 4 to 5 wins will qualify day 2.
Yep.
Cool.
Which is
the championship.
Which is nice, I guess.
You don't have to because it costs quite a bit to enter that stuff. I think it's I don't know how much it is to enter.
Yeah.
But it saves you some money. And then the Arena Championship itself, it used to be capped at 32 players.
That's wild.
Now I think they might be shooting themselves though and uncapping the number of players.
Well,
that could get unruly.
No. I think you want more players.
The championship's not in person, is it?
No, it's on Arena.
Okay.
With their non-spectator mode.
Okay, cool. And then prize money, getting a $50,000 bump in prize monies. Finalists invited to WC
World Championship.
Yep, and then top 16 players will qualify for the PT. So, yay.
Odor.
Yeah.
Seems like good changes. You can't get me to care about Arena right now. There's just no the economy still sucks. It's the same things I say every time we talk about Arena. The economy sucks balls. I can't play the decks that I want to play. If I want to play Convoke on MT on Arena
for Pioneer,
the amount of wild cards it would cost me would be astronomical. And so it's it's a perpetuating cycle. I don't play Arena, so I can't get the cards, and I can't get the cards, so I don't play Arena.
Yep. Yeah, you have to play to be able to get the wild cards to get the cards you want,
or spend $10 on 4 rare wild cards, which I don't want to do.
Yeah, especially on card the paper version of the card.
Yeah,
how much?
I mean, if I could spend $4 to get, or if I could spend $10 to get 4 copies of Vein Ripper, sure.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'd do that. But no, I'm not doing this bullshit where it's I can't even redeem these cards for in person. They just are in this digital collection that I don't care about. No, I'm not doing that.
That you can't do anything with. You can't trade out. You can't get out.
I can't dust. Again.
Yeah.
They keep saying, "Oh, it'll feel bad if you dust your cards and it turns out you want to play." No, it won't.
No, it doesn't feel bad.
No, I'll be fine.
How the hell did Blizzards do it and everybody loves that or loves that game? Loved that game? I don't know if it's still popular.
I don't know if Hearthstone's still going, but that system was great.
Yeah. I don't know.
There's so many fucking bulk rares that nobody's ever going to play. It's could you imagine if I could actually just get rid of all the bulk rares that I'm never going to play and be
but imagine paying $10 for 4 Battlefield Forge.
I know. It's insane.
The card itself for 4 right now is $7.50 for a playset.
What really should happen with that is you can upgrade your commons to uncommons, your common wild cards to uncommon wild cards, and so on and so forth. Maybe you say, okay, every 10 uncommon wild cards is a rare wild card. fine.
I'd be okay with that.
Like that
I'd be
sucks,
okay with
but also like you have to let us dust all of our other shit too
to get the wild cards.
Yeah, like we can like cards that don't fucking matter. We can just be like, all right, get out of here. I'm not playing standard. I'm playing Pioneer Light. Give me Pioneer Light cards. That's it. Yeah, I'd be fine with that. But yeah, as it currently stands, Arena is unplayable
economically. Yeah. Yep. It's awful. We say it all the time. I only play it on the toilet to get my reps in.
Sure.
But with that being said, Dan, I think we're at the end.
We are.
And so with that, comment, like, subscribe. Let us know how you feel about Timeless and not being a real format. Dan, podcast side, anything special they got to do?
No.
Fantastic. So with that being said, this is Bill and Dan saying keep calm and spike on.